where we just came from. Cut into the side of a freaking mountain. That was that insane descent up there. I'm travelling overland in my Land Cruiser camper, deep in a vast network of high-altitude forestry trails cut precariously into the side of a mountain range. When I set out on this expedition to circumnavigate the Iberian Peninsula using only 4x4 tracks, my objective was to prove, to myself more than anything else, that it's still possible to find raw, wild adventure inside of Europe. But when I started planning my trail, this is the kind of terrain that I could only have dared dream that I might encounter out here. I'm located in Asturias province in the north of Spain, tackling a sprawling network of tracks that's taking me deeper into the unknown. While Spain is a relatively well-connected country in terms of transport links, the sheer vastness of the peninsula, coupled with the rugged, mountainous terrain, leaves unavoidable black spots on the map of truly remote, wild and difficult to access places, and many parts of this province are just that. Northern Spain has consistently shocked me with just how wild and untamed it really is. Wow, check this out, rockfall. I'll have to circumvent this a little bit. Driving precarious, single-track trails like this is often a nail-biting experience. These are forestry tracks cut roughly into the side of the mountain, and with no physical barrier between you and a 1,000-metre drop, there's very little margin for error. As I rolled up to this particular descent, the gradient on it took me aback. That looks gnarly as shit. I guess we'll better just do it then. I don't like the look of this. This looks like a intense as descent here. Oh god. The way the trail dropped off to the right, this looked like something I wanted to walk first. Yeah, I don't like the way that is like on a slope down to the right. It looks really intense and the stakes are really high here, honestly. Fucking hell. Is it tarmacked? Freaking hell. I don't know if that's gonna be okay to drive. I really don't. I'm gonna go walk that. I'll also throw a stone under my wheels. This is on a bit of a mad ascent. Holy shit. I kind of always just think it's better to walk these things. That looked really concerning, honestly. I mean, I was at a distance, but just the way that it kind of like dropped off. Okay, so this is actually being concreted. Actually, whilst it's still pretty scary, it's at least, I know that it's a stable surface, you know. It has these grooves kind of manufactured into it to improve traction. That is still fucking nasty though, look at that. I mean, it's fine. We can do it, I just don't like it. That's sunk down there, you see. God almighty. Little tiny cruiser up there. Okay, back up the mountainside we go. We can do this, it's just, it's going to take a lot of grit and we'll have to go really bloody slowly as well. Oh god, these like really tight mountain roads, I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. Like, it's one of those ones where you're like, yeah, put one foot wrong, one tyre wrong, and it's not like, oh well, you know, restart the game, and you're like, oh no, you're dead there. Right, we're gonna do this, but just take it real easy, you know? Real nice and slow in low fall. What's the worst that could happen? I can see why I had to concrete this, because it would have been bloody terrifying otherwise. This gradient was making me really nervous. I once had a transmission issue with this very cruiser, in which it would jump out of first and second gear and into neutral on heavy descents just like this. Something like that happening here could mean the difference between walking away from this and the last bad day you'll ever have. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna level with you there. I was not a big fan of that. That one is, oh god. Oh my god, this doesn't look much bloody better either. In fact, it looks freaking worse if anything. Jesus H. Christ. Oh god. Alright. With all of the vehicle's weight on the engine, a sharp corner with an adverse camber, and nothing but thin air for a kilometre downwards, just inches from the end of the cruiser's nose. This is up there with one of the most terrifying manoeuvres I'd ever pulled in this vehicle. Oh god. Oh my god, tires are slipping, eh? It's that steep. Oh, okay, not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. Wow. Alright, so yeah, basically just not a fan of this. Oh, these trails are like that, man. They're like real inclination on them. Okay, I got down off the mountain, but my camera battery ran out and I didn't want to stop on that crazy track and change it. But yeah, that was pretty scary. I'm glad I'm down. So I'm in the valley in the town that we saw off of the mountain, which is right there. And so this is the cruiser right now, and we're about to cross this bridge. So this is the river that we've been following all day. Look at the beautiful lustrous green that it is. It's gorgeous. And this is like a hydroelectric thing of some kind. I'm not really sure what it is. Look at this. Is that not bloody just stunning, like? So that's the river, and that is where we just came from. Those are the tracks that we just came from, right on the top of that mountain there, all the way down that bloody switchback. That was scary, mate. I don't want to do that again in a hurry, honestly. And this old thing, it must be hydroelectric, I would assume. It's quite old though. You can hear the motors running in it. It's very atmospheric, I've got to say. Like just about to get to twilight. The smell of like fresh rain on the ground is in the air. It's just like insane switchback route adrenaline. Gorgeous tumbling river, hydroelectric cruiser, like sensory overload or what? God, this trail is sick. So I'm really looking for a campsite now. It's 6:30, and so it'll be dark in half an hour, just over, I would think. This valley with the river is really damp and dank. Like everything, it's not rained, but just the spray and the river is generally just makes valleys like this really damp. So I don't want to stay around here. It'll be frigid and cold and not very nice. So I'm gonna try to continue on along the trail and see what we find up ahead. Hopefully we can find somewhere before dark. Piscifactorias Pro Centro Ictiogénico de Poblaciones. That's a lot of words that I don't know, but I'm assuming it's like the place that farms fish, maybe? I think it is actually. Yeah, like a fish farm. Travelling overland like this, through a country's most rural parts, feels like getting to know the very fabric and DNA of a place. Tiny little tracks adjacent to minor industrial outfits, in damp, half-forgotten valleys. These are the places in the country that were never meant to be seen by tourists. But I find that there's a truth and an unfiltered rawness to them that you can never find in the guidebooks. For all the manicured gardens, majestic fountains, and stately statues found in the country's big cities, to me, you'll never really know what a country's made of until you've traversed its dark, mossy lanes, immersed yourself in its poor, destitute towns, and lived for a while in its farthest flung quarters. Holy shit, this is sick. Drop it into 4. Wow, okay. Back to serious stuff again. Holy shit. I should have put it in 4 low for this, I think. Hell. Just like countless other times on this expedition, I was about to be searching for a campsite in the dark, but I can have no clue driving up this track that this was not going to be like the other times. Shit! That's just ripped right through my tyre. Oh, God, that's just slashed my tyre, I fucking know it has. Yeah, right through. Boom. Oh yeah, sliced the sidewall right through. Look at that. I can't stop here. Disaster, that's these bastard little rocks here. Right, I'm gonna have to carry on. Had to happen right now, didn't it? Ugh. Right, I'm dropping into 4 low here. We're gonna have to climb up this mountain and deal with that in the morning. Oh my God. Oh God almighty. Since I was completely blocking the trail, I was now gonna have to try to ascend this mountain on the shredded tyre. Oh, this is gonna have to be a real slow climb. I mean, the tyre's now, so it's like, well, what are you gonna do about it, you know what I mean? Like, I literally can't change a tyre on here. Since the tyre was off the rim, I knew that the delicate beading edge of the wheel was likely to be in full contact with the trail, likely rendering the whole wheel useless. Just like my 1,000-mile off-road journey through the UK the previous year, wheel and tyre disasters were starting to define this expedition. I knew that after this, something was going to have to change. But right now, my attention was wrapped on ascending this mountain and keeping the vehicle on the road. Oh God, my f***ing struggle to get up this. I can't get up it. So I'm stuck on the side of this mountain on a bloody angle. I can't go up, I can't go down. Okay, I've managed to get going. I just can't get the momentum up to carry on up the I think that's tyre off the rim now, so my rim's on the ground. Oh God. This is shit. Oh, is it gonna get worse up here as well? It looks like it is, yeah. Oh man, I'm smacking my camper off the side because of the tyre being flat. Ah, I've just twatted the camper really hard twice. Oh, this is horrible. This is really horrible. Okay, try to stop here for a second and just fucking look at it. Oh God. This might be one of those ones where I just stop on the trail. Oh fucking hell, yeah, I've smacked my car right in. Class. Yeah, it's off the rim. Fully twisted around the rim. Oh man alive. Sometimes. Yeah, it's only gonna get worse up there, isn't it? So I think that's where we're sleeping tonight. Well, I suppose there's worse places. Oh God, that's funny. I need a new set of tyres, eh? That's what I need. And so I think that's probably what I want to get myself. Oh, a little bat. Right. Well, I guess what I'll do is try to pull the car in a bit better on the stricken frickin' tyre. Oh, that's the other thing for sleeping in. It's going to be a pain in the arse. Oh, God. Yeah, it's not even vaguely level, but... Oh, sometimes it really all just becomes a bit much, honestly. Oh, just as it's getting dark as well. Oh man, I tell you what, it's times like these when... Oh, I kind of just wonder what the hell I'm doing with my life, you know what I mean? Driving around here on my own. I would really like another person here right now for moral support, for physical support, for everything. But yeah, I don't. I tried my best to level up the cruiser and to pull it off the track into the culvert, which was going to be, quite frankly, surely the worst camping spot on the trip so far. A spot that I hadn't chosen for myself, but had been chosen for me by yet another wheel and tyre disaster. This was now going to be the most critical issue on this expedition, and I knew that if I weren't able to get it sorted, it was going to threaten the future of the entire trip itself. As I wrestled with the cruiser on the ripped out tyre, I had no idea what the next few days were going to hold, but I had a feeling they were going to be tough, and moreover, they were going to come to define the next leg of the Iberian Trail.